Yes.
Now, already something interesting, the character choice by Kweet, because he does play Meta Knight as a main, at least that's his profile picture, as we should see on screen. He chose Diddy instead. So game 1 here on Smashville. Diddy Kong, tell me about it. Why not Meta Knight versus a floaty like Ness?
Well, of course, Ness is pretty small. He can probably get around those setups from MK. Admittedly, I'm not the most well-versed in the matchup, but maybe Diddy is his more confident character, the one that he feels more assured of. But we already see S1 off to an electrifying start.
Excellent rocket barrel use. I mean, you gotta watch out for those PK Thunders. S1 is definitely one of the best at piloting those. Even going above them is really scary, because he is one of those guys who will circle it back around and use the actual hitbox of Ness.
Oh, he instantly saw that trip and had the F smash primed and ready, and that'll be the first stock. Very quick stuff.
And an incredible unlucky break by Kweet as well, as he tripped from it instead of just bouncing off the stage.
Yep.
Instantly big damage by S1. Look at that, already 46.
Yeah, the trip is what allowed him to guarantee that forward smash, but already so much pressure coming out from S1. Kweet has had barely any opportunity to get anything going.
Finally he gets a grab. The first one after a minute, which is very a rare sight with Diddy Kong. Usually the grabs are flying all over the place. So already at 80%.
Yes, and now because of the pretty immense pressure that S1 has been applying, we see Kweet going on the defensive a lot more. He's using a lot more shield, and as a result, S1 will probably look for those opportunities to safely space his aerials, get those grabs. I mean, he's nearing the percent where back throw will kill. Back throw at the ledge probably will kill at this percent.
Yeah, Kweet is still in a terrible position, but he has been picking it up a little more in the late game, like you said, with that defensive play, allowing him to at least get away from what S1 is doing.
Yes.
Excellent catch with the up smash, not gonna be it.
And I like that aggressive answer from Kweet right there. Knowing that his shield was low, he decided to go on the offensive, and it really paid out in his favor, finally getting that down till into the up smash.
And what was impressive to me is that even with this kind of deficit, he was super patient after that trip with the banana.
Yes.
And that allowed him to even up the game, but he's gonna have to do a whole lot more if he wants to take it home.
Yeah, 100% deficit versus Ness is very, very difficult. Ness is excellent at closing out stocks, as we see from that powerful back air. He's also got that up air, and of course, the back throw.
And all of that, you gotta avoid at such early percentages as 100 or 120 without rage. And that's really hard, you know. Ness is definitely a character that is most comfortable in the lead. Obviously, everyone is, but Ness is just on a whole nother level. Because his hitbox is so fantastic for walling. His kill options are plentiful and easy to get.
Yeah, precisely.
So you can't afford to have a big deficit for his Ness. Unfortunately, Kweet found himself in that position very soon. Let's see if he makes the switch to Meta Knight.
He is hovering over different character
I
icons
saw
on the
Lucina.
screen.
Lucina, if he plays Lucina, that would be a good choice.
All right, yes, we see the MK coming out. Now, of course, it's going to be a very different dynamic. We're going to see a much more sort of linear game plan coming out from Kweet, most likely, looking for those dash attacks, looking for those dash grabs to find the openings in S1's defense.
And I really agree with this pick in particular, because if you don't win neutral a big majority of the time with Diddy, you're gonna have some problem in terms of damage output. Meta Knight's complete opposite. Only need to win neutral once or twice versus floaties, especially like Ness, and you get some big damage.
Furthermore, we have the advantage for MK of offstage, you know, having those multiple jumps and those quick aerials. He can do a lot more versus an offstage Ness than Diddy can.
Yeah, and unlike most multi-jump characters, his recovery move after the jumps are also pretty good, so he can really get deep. Which could be trouble for Ness, but so far at least neutral has been working out for S1.
Yeah, S1 having complete control of the stage. Pretty much been what we've been seeing throughout the entire set so far.
Gets back on stage. It's another really big advantage for multi-jump characters. You don't need to put yourself in that situation at the ledge. At least not every time. Oh, there it is. Try to block him out with a disjoint, but it is a relatively tiny disjoint. And then up air, man, closing it out. Because honestly, in terms of hitboxes, Ness doesn't do under for a smaller sword like the Galaxia.
Yep. That up air from Ness is absolutely huge. The hitbox is pretty much the size of him. It's pretty absurd how far it can hit.
I have seen graphs on Twitter. Wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy hitbox.
So at this kind of percent, on a floaty character like Ness, is dash attack up B something that Kweet could be looking for?
possibly the amount of rage, especially now it's building now, may make it a lot more difficult to get. 70%.
And of course you have to react or read the DI because it doesn't look like it, but Shuttle Loop actually has 3 versions, backwards, neutral and forward. But so far it's looking like this Meta Knight isn't having much more success than his Diddy Kong. Watch out! Being patient at the ledge is really good, but you gotta watch your invincibility frames, especially versus a character like Ness.
Expecting the air dodge there, going for that forward smash that of course would have won them the set, but good jump away from Kweet. With this movement from S1, making use of those platforms even though they were moving away to try and remain elusive.
Without a doubt, the most... Ooh, there it is. He had the wrong kind of up B and the down smash closed it out. A 2 stock for S1.
Even though he had the read on the air dodge, that was a